KILR Killer Game.
Hello gamers and simmers and those of you pilots who would like to see some of that retro simulation stuff. I am the Killer Gamer and welcome back to the World Tour featuring Flight Simulator 2 for the Commodore 64. The Commodore 664. That's right. So we are here at Lansing Municipal, and I mentioned that we were going to go to Joliet Park, but instead, what I want to do is I want to go to Midway, because what I'm doing is I'm synchronizing the time with the other simulators. Since those flights were getting they were taking a little bit longer because of the ATC, so they're already heading into the evening, and which is cool because I want to be able to see Chicago, and I'm sure you want to see it too at night with the lights and stuff. And so I want to head back over to Midway Airport and then go around so we can see that and then go to Joliet Park. And I want to do a touch and go at Meigs Airport and then come out and then head over to Joliet. So that's the plan. And I also bought some custom content or DLC, whatever you want to call it, for Midway Airport. Not for Flight Simulator 2 because they don't exist. They have scenery packs, but they don't have anything that's like a super duper airport with buildings and stuff like that. We keep it really simple with the Commodore 64. So I've adjusted the time. It's now 6:45. I don't know exactly what time it turns night. It might be 1900, but we'll see. What we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to show you our map. And we are here, Lansing. And we're going to Chicago Midway. And the best way to do that is to set our... I hate when they cover the... So I have to go back and look at this. Look at one of these to get an idea of which direction we're going. Oh, we could use this. That might actually work. Instead of using this, you know what? I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna catch the. We're gonna use this. We're gonna use the Chicago O'Hare VOR, and I would say not the 150, but the 33 radio is. We should be good. We catch that. That should take us towards Chicago Midway. We'll tune in to ATIS 128.05, find out what runway to land on, and see if we can actually find it. If it turns night, it'll be easy to find because the runways will be white, the taxiways will have blue. During the daytime, at those big airports, it's all white. You can't tell which one's the runway. It's hard. Although you can go in the map view, it makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, this old simulator is challenging. All right, so let's set our VOR radio, nav 1. I don't think we need a second one, so I ain't gonna worry about that. Well, that wasn't it. Well, phooey. What am I doing wrong here? Did I not click on the... There we go. 1, 3, and then we want 0.9. Oh, come on. There we go. We're not flying 31 miles. It's probably... It's halfway in between, so it's probably 15 miles over there. Alright, and then we need to do our VOR 2330. And that should be it. We'll turn our magnetos on. Oh, there we go. Yay! We're on! Alright. Which way are we facing? 100, maybe we should adjust. Oh, that's right. I can't use the numerical keypad. I was like used to using the numerical keypad on some of the other ones. I'm like, nope, that don't work. Commodore 64 didn't have one. Okay. Why is that? Oh, that's got to be the trim. There we go. Flaps. We got to get that up. It's crazy. So remember, these are your flaps. This is your trim. See if you'll see I'm bringing it down. It's kind of hard to see. Whoa, okay, this moved down a little. See how this is going down automatically? So let's move this. Oh, it went down twice. Okay, that should go back up. How did I change these? Control, aha! There we go, Control D. So we're at 090, so we're heading east. And we're going to head to the end here, and we're going to go out the other direction. Yeah, that'll be good. We're not that far from this radio, so let's do this. Which ones are... There we go. Gotta be careful. You go too fast and it's easy to go off of this runway. Spacebar is brake. the runway here. Then we'll turn around. Whoa. Get back on the runway. There we go. All right. Set our trim up so that way we're try to stay on the runway here. Well, we're going a lot faster than I thought. Turn to meet that radio of 330 before we miss it. Try to get some altitude. There we go. Getting close. Go the other way. Back and forth here. Now I'm missing my radio. Okay, in the meantime, let's tune in to ATIS 128.05. And that would be Control C 128.05. At 9. Oh, I forgot to change the weather to make it a little bit more accurate. What did that say? Runway 9? Let's change it again. 4. Okay. I was going to say, I think that's the airport up there, but I don't think we got to it that quickly. that straight and level flight is really hard. Runway 4. The runway we want is going to be going this direction somewhere. Altitude is going to be about 619. Now that we have an idea of which runway we need to use, let's adjust our... As a matter of fact, take a look at this. We have this NDB right here that we could make use of. Let's go ahead and do that. Show you how that works. So we need to go here and we have to activate it, which here it is towards the bottom. ADF enable. And when we click E to exit, boom! Now our ADF is enabled, which gives us an arrow. And for some reason, kind of messed up our... affected our... Did you see that? That affected our boy, changing that really affected our... Well, we better change that. I don't know what happened, but when we put ADF, that changed our speed. Did you see that? Well, I didn't like that one bit. Let's change that back. Whoops. Oh, that our mags are off. Okay, we are back in the air again. We're going to give this another try. No, we're not 3 miles from the airport. I know what happened when we went into the edit mode and came out. Since it's reality mode, what it did was reset the mags, and so it turned it off. just doesn't seem correct. Oh, this... Ah! I always hated trying to level this thing out. It's annoying. Alright, let me see. Let me get this... Get my radios reset again. In order to set this, it's like you have to hit Control N1 for your nav1 radio, and then your like the greater than, less than sign to change make it go up or down. And then in order to that, and that's just this part, the whole number. And then the decimal, you have to do Control NN to change this part. And then if you want to do the nav2 radio, it's Control N2. Okay. ADF. Apparently that's not the direction. Where's my instructions for the ADF? Control A. Control A 1, 2, or 3 times the selected digits. 1, 2, or 3. Oh, because we're not tuned in to it. Oh, crying out loud. I was thinking that was the, oh, duh. Alright. So in order to change this first digit, we have to do Control A1. Alright, that didn't work. Control A1. Come on. That's not working. Why is that not working? That should be working. That's what the instructions say to do. Control A. Oh. Maybe it's just Control A. No. Control A. Oh. Pff. It's changing here, not here. Okay. 332. And then Control AA changes this number. And then 3 times on the A controls that number. Ah! Yay! Alright, so we need to go to a direction of 9-4. This is going to be a very interesting flight. 73. 67. Getting there. Let's see here. It's a matter of matching up just right. That should... Ah! Oh man, I gotta fix the gyro compass. No. 345. Okay. I think we're headed there now. So now we need to, if we tune in to do page, I'll show you. So if we tune into do page here, and I don't know what, the 110 radio here, that should give us maybe an intersection right around here, and then I think we can turn to a radio just 040. I think we should somewhat come close to finding the runway. What happened to 108.4. 108. Our ADF is going all over the place. 108. Point. We just stop. 0.4. And we need. All right, not 11, but the other direction. And unless we passed it. See, 11 plus 18 is 29. So Control V. Let me say 29. Yeah. Is this it? Or is that HAL? This might be HAL. Ah, we're going way too high. All right. What am I doing? I don't want flaps. Maybe I do want flaps. Yeah, that. I think that's HAL. Which means the NDB should be right over here. So 344 would be about right. So I know it sounds like I'm just talking jibber jabber, but I think we are here, right there. We're right in this area. And we're going this way, so we are on track. Which means this right here, I think, is Midway. Everclear. No, I'm kidding. Have you ever drank Everclear? It's like freaking rocket fuel. No, I don't drink alcohol. This was back when I was in the military. Someone dared me to drink Everclear. I had like Everclear and it was like tater tots, and well, that didn't stay down, so yeah, it shot out of me like a rocket. How about that? So it really was rocket fuel. It launched. Yeah, I know you're thinking, I didn't really need to know that, Killer Gamer. We're a little too high. get our trim down. I think we can probably start putting down our flaps. Ah, that's a little too much on the trim. Way too much on the trim. Doesn't take much for the speed to go out of control on this thing. Looks like this is beginning to match up. That means runway 4 is probably better get another thing of flaps. Start to slow down here. Way too fast. We're too high up. The little trick that I try to use is I try to look for like some little nib or something that's kind of sticking out here that kind of tells me it's the runway. I think I have an idea of where the runway is at. I think it's here somewhere. Because I see you see there's like a little line that kind of sticks out longer than the others. Pull up our radar view here. Are we close enough to see Midway? Okay, here's Midway. You see this little line here that's kind of like sticking out there? That's runway 4. I think we're loading something because the color changed. This all did something. Let's go ahead and get another thing of flaps down here. Like you get so spoiled flying the modern simulators, it's a lot easier to try to find the runway. You play this, oh man, it's so much more of a challenge. You want a challenge? Play this. Real question is, okay, it loaded something up. I think that means that we're close to the airport. Let's take a look at the radar. Yep, and I think we're passing the runways as we speak. So we need to start turning this direction. Runway 4 is headed that way. Well, that can't be right. Hold on. It must be here in the corner. It must be like right here in the corner. So this is like diamond shape, and the runway is like in the corner. I think I vaguely remember that. Well, apparently it doesn't turn night at 7. At 1900. It must be like 2000. Can we land without crashing? That is the question. Can we line up at the runway? I have no idea. Imagine back in 1984, where this is really, you loved Flight Simulator. You wanted to go flying. This is really all that you had. It's like, it's cool that I was like, oh, this is all 3D, and it's like, yay, but yet frustrating at the same time. Oh man, where is that runway? We're gonna plop ourselves down in the middle of it somewhere. I think I always had a problem trying to... Alright, I think I see a runway. this right here, I think, is a runway. Can we land on it? Can I get myself straightened out? And flattened out, for that matter. Because if I don't, I'm going to crash. Come on. Nice and slow. Yay! We can see the Sears Tower. All right, let's take a look at our radar. Nope, I think we're on the taxiway. That's the runway right there. Yeah, we're on the taxiway. Well, we tried. Now we got to find the fuel. We should probably get... Well, I mean, we're okay for fuel, but it's a good idea to try to find some, so... That is so hard to find. Alright. There is fuel here. Like I said, if this was nighttime, we would have been able to tell. See, and the thing is that on these white-lined airports, some of them don't always have a center stripe. Well, darn it. I guess we can't zoom out any further than that without losing some detail. And this seems like a place that would have the fuel. It may not be. It may be on the other side, which I think is where it's at. Alright, we'll turn down this way. I love how, like, all these taxiways and stuff just, like, aren't. It's kind of like, well, this is kind of up here and this is down here. It's like it's not very coordinated. It's okay. These old simulators, they need some love. They shouldn't be forgotten. And I don't mean, you know, like a simple little video, you know, thrown into, you know, like a museum, or like a 15-minute video of, you remember when Flight Simulator 2 used to look like this? Or Flight Simulator used to look like this? Nah, man. We gotta do a actual... Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna go all the way down here and the fuel thing ain't gonna be down here. So this is where I'm gonna start driving across grass to try to find it. See, and we're looking for a little box that has an F in it for fuel. Because at this point, you can't get fuel unless you set yourself on it. Now, once we start using the scenery packs, I think that's it. Yep. Yay! Once we start using the scenery packs, you just go to that one configure screen and then go out, and then it refills because they don't have any fuel boxes. So that means you can refill at any airport. So now watch when we sit up there, you'll see these go up. Boop, boop. There they go. Woo! Yay! So here we are. Oh! Gotta stretch after that. Yeah, so, you know, what I'm saying is, like, you know, these old simulators, they need love, you know. They pull them out and fly them. And I don't mean just, like, around a little area. That's why we're doing this world tour thing. And flying, I mean, let's just appreciate this old simulator like in the old times, because hey, we didn't have YouTube back in 1984, you know, and recording things and sharing it with other people. We didn't have that. So this is the perfect opportunity to share this old ancient simulator with you know, and this experience with people. So I know it looks kind of repetitive. I mean, all the airports pretty much look the same. They're just runways out in the middle of nowhere. But, you know, it's just the experience. You know, it's just the experience and the mystery, and, you know, hey, are we going to get lost because we don't have the VOR, you know, the navs set up right and the VOR radios set up right. And it's, you know, it's just that, just being able to get ourselves, the fact that with this old technology that we're able to travel to different states and different, that's just the thing. And some of these areas actually do have a little bit of scenery, like St. Louis, I know, has the arch. And I know in Florida you can see the space shuttle, and Washington D.C. has got some objects there, and there's the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. Now granted, it's going to be what you expect. It's going to be, a little lined out and stuff, but there are some things. There's a Space Needle in Seattle. So, this was just a neat thing, when I was just a young lad, and I just want to relive those memories and just share it with you guys. And now's the perfect opportunity to do it with a platform, like YouTube. So, but anyway, there you go. We're here at Meeks, so we'll just go ahead and turn this bad boy off. Maybe. There we go. All right. Well, thanks for joining me on this retro flight. We will be headed to Joliet Airport next, and we are going to attempt a touch and go with Flight Simulator 2. That is something that I've never done. I think I may have done it once in FSX. And quite frankly, I'm really curious. For those of you who have played this old Commodore 64 game, have you done a touch and go? Have you actually landed at an airport and then took off again? Now, I may have done it by accident. It's kind of like I'm going to land and I still had too much power. So it's like I landed and then I flew back up again without meaning to. So I guess maybe by accident I actually did a touch and go. But I mean, like, intentionally wanting to do a touch and go. So just curious if anyone has actually done that. Let me know in the comments. Meanwhile, hope to see you on the next retro flight, and be sure to check out the other flights of this very same leg on the other simulators, just for comparison and just for fun's sakes. All right, well, thanks, and I'll see you later. If you enjoyed this flight and trip back in time, then you might enjoy some of these other videos I made of the same flight. This is just a small sample of the other simulators I'm also using for the World Tour, so you can check out how things compare there if you'd like. Or perhaps you have fond memories of one of them and just want to see more. There will be more flights, so remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around in the skies.